Good evening, Virgo. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your full moon reading, as well as your reading for the energy that's going to be encompassing you until the new moon, which happens on the 26th of this month, which I believe is like 8 days from now, I think, right? Anyways, sorry, Virgo, that I took forever to put your video out. I apologize to Libra as well. And I'm going to be apologizing to Capricorn, Aquarius, and Scorpio, since those are the last three that I need to do after this. And I just want to go ahead and say that there's a lot of things that have been going on. I was suffering from a gas leak, so the lethargy really kicked my butt. Now I am feeling better. I am feeling much more lively. And you know what? It's pretty incredible that I believe I did, uh, who was it? Cancer and Taurus while I was still under the effects of the whatever it was that was affecting me. And incredibly enough, I was still very intuitive. The message was pretty clear. And maybe it was that state of mind that allowed me to be able to be pretty accurate, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go into my usual spiel now. For those of you who are new to the channel or who don't know what I do or who I am, my name is David. I am with Tarot and Astrology for All. I am an intuit, I am an astrologer, and I am a tarot reader. And I am here to bring the tarot reading for Virgo rising, Virgo sun, and Virgo moon. So, with that being said, I go ahead and draw cards from the Animal Spirit deck. I also draw cards from the Brian Froud Fairies, and I also draw cards from the Rider Waite Tarot. So, that being my usual spiel, I will now go ahead and go into the cards. Now, I will draw a card and see what card is on the bottom, and this card will describe the energy that you guys are in right now. And if it happens to come out in these next two cards, then that's the card energy that you guys will be encompassing moving forward. And so, without further ado, let's see what we get. Let me just shuffle this a little bit more. And we'll see what goes on with you guys here. Ooh. Sometimes a jumper comes out. Oh, two jumpers came out. Okay, so I do feel that, okay, a lot of you guys are predominantly alpha. And it's not to say that all Virgos are alpha, but Virgos are very deep thinkers, so they have the ability to see a lot of different things going on in their lives, but that gives the ability to be a little bit overcritical and to be a little bit controlling. So I do feel that some of you guys are encompassing this energy of the eagle here. I'll go ahead and bring this closer to you guys. And of the camel as well, since this one happened to pop out as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put these back into the deck, and if they so happen to come out, then they so happen to come out. But I want you guys to focus uh, on these cards for a second. With the eagle is all about power. It's all about having that higher vantage point. It's all about going after what it is that you want. And in a sense, I do feel like you guys are going to be going after what it is that you want. Some of you guys have that motivation, and the energy of the eagle is pretty exhilarating. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen an eagle hunt, but it's very, very, how would I say? It's badass. Sorry, guys, it's badass. I couldn't help but say it, but eagles can go after small oxen, small lambs, small goats, things like that, and that's actually pretty incredible. And of course, with the wingspan, which is something that I'm drawn to right here, I do feel that you guys are reaching far and wide. You guys are trying to accomplish your dreams, so to speak. And so I do feel that you guys are reaching pretty far and wide. But I do feel that some of you guys are encompassing some of this controlling energy, some of the negative aspects of the eagle, which the eagle will swoop in for something, but sometimes it might not calculate properly just what it is that it's going after. It might tumble with it, it might fall, it might roll on the ground with it, etc. But with this, I do feel like you guys are encompassing some kind of power, and that's what's not really allowing you to clearly see um, what it is that you guys are going after. Now, with the camel, the camel in itself is one of those animals that you can hop on it and you can go very, very long distances with. And with the camel, I do feel like you guys are preparing for how would I say, a long journey, so to speak. It could be something connected to whatever it is that you guys are swooping on. But with this energy, this is the energy of air. So you guys have a very, very quick mind, and you guys have a very, very um, you guys have your mindset on what it is that you guys are going after. And the camel, the camel has the ability to save a lot of water, so it has the ability to travel the long distances. And I do feel that because the camel has a lot of water in it, or stores a lot of water in it, which water is a natural resource. I do feel like you guys have a lot of natural resources at your disposal, which allows you to travel these long distances. At the same time, I do feel that you guys have the ability to tap into that intuition, see, because there's this moon right here. And that's going to allow you to be able to tap into your passion, to tap into the ability to keep going even when the journey gets dry, because this creature is known to be found in the desert. And in the desert, there's times where there's no water. So I do feel that you guys are going to be going through some difficult times. However, you guys are going to have plenty of resources to be able to get through those times fairly well enough. And you guys are running with this energy of fire, which is what the camel represents. And so with this energy, I do feel like you guys are going to be encompassing a type of energy that not very many people have. And this is the energy of resourcefulness. So I do feel that you guys are going to be encompassing a lot of resourcefulness, a lot of energy that is going to be fairly advantageous for you, allowing you to push forward further than a lot of other signs will, like here in the upcoming months. Which is interesting enough. You guys are going to have the moon going into your sign, so you guys are going to be feeling. Oh, you guys are going to be feeling a lot of this Virgo energy within yourselves. Um, and you guys may be communicating a lot of this energy already. A lot of what's deep inside you. A lot of oh, a lot of your deep feelings and things like that. But some of you guys might be holding back, and we'll see with these cards. I don't want to speak too much on it. So let's see what we get. All right. Universe, what do you have for Virgo? What can we get for Virgo? Oh, all right. So with the starfish, I do feel like some of you guys are feeling a little bit of a lack of creativity. I mean, that could be explaining a little bit of the. Oh, excuse me. That could be explaining a little bit of the energy that I felt about you guys kind of like not having the full scope of information or not having the full calculations. And so, in a way, I do feel like maybe some of you guys may be feeling self-critical of yourselves. I mean, well, self-critical of yourselves, duh. But I do feel like some of you guys may be feeling self-critical. I do feel like maybe some of you guys may be feeling less creative than what you guys may normally be feeling. But at the same time, I do feel like it's necessary for you guys to kind of get out there into the crowd. For those of you guys who have been by yourselves lately, I do feel like maybe it's necessary for you guys to um, not just, I mean, to get out into the crowd, but this is going to help you to flip this card around to gain that creativity of the starfish. You know, the starfish is a very, very bright, it's a very, very superficial card. So I do feel like even as you get out into the crowd, this is telling me that you guys should like look for those deep conversations. You guys should share, you know, your deep feelings and stuff like that with the people that you trust the most. And I do feel like this is necessary to harmonize your relationships, but it might take a little bit of patience from you guys to really get everything that you guys have out. I don't know why I put it out there. I do feel like it's necessary for you guys to do so. This will help to balance your emotions. This will help to balance your the negative energy that you guys might be feeling. You know, this a little bit of that self critical energy. I do feel like there's a necessary need for you guys not to be so shallow. So there's that. Let's see what else comes out. Ooh, all right. Oh, all right. And so with the buffalo coming out, there's definitely a need to become practical and grounded, and there's a necessary need to see the spiritual in the practical. You know, to be spiritual and practical. But at the same time, there's a necessary need to be practical in the spiritual things that are trying to come your way. I do feel that you guys are going to be moving into a more spiritual type of energy, a more balanced energy. But with the buffalo, there's a necessary need to conduct some kind of prayer, some kind of like to kind of you know to tap into that energy of the spirit, to tap into that energy that is available to all of us, that universal energy. And I do feel like you guys are gonna have an insight of some kind of flash of insight, some kind of epiphany that's gonna allow you to be able to not just to flip this energy into the upright and to be able to have that creativity and to be able to shine, you know, to be able to like shine bright like starfish because starfish are pretty bright. You know, you can find them in the ocean and you can see them fairly clearly in the water. But it's what's going to allow you to be able to balance out this energy, not to be so like superficial, but not really to be too deep that other people don't understand you. I want to go ahead and draw one more card for you guys. I don't know why, but I'm just going to draw one more card for you guys. And I want to see what comes up next. And then we'll see how this dynamic goes. Okay, so yeah, this is about transformation. This is a spiritual transformation that's going on with the Phoenix. And I do feel that to whatever degree you guys are with the elk in the reverse, there's an imbalance of this type of masculine energy that you guys have, and so that's why there's a necessary need to focus on the yin energy, to focus on the energy of the universe, because a lot of the times I do feel like you guys have been superficial. You guys haven't been really paying attention to the spiritual aspects of life. And because of that, you know, you're being asked to really pay attention to the spiritual aspects of life because these are the spiritual aspects that are going to cause transformations in your life. The Phoenix is it's all about the fourth chakra, if I'm not mistaken, or the fifth chakra. No, third chakra. What? Hold on, let me look at the book. Okay, so the first chakra. The Phoenix is all about the first chakra. This is about stability. This is about what brings stability to our lives. This is actually the beginning birthplace of transformation. This is the beginning of the rise of your Kundalini, right? And I do feel that with the rise of your Kundalini, you guys are going to be acting in a more spiritual manner, or at least vibrating on a higher spiritual level. It's going to help you to balance out this energy here. And I do feel that in whatever sense of the word of ascension or transformation or whatever it is that you guys might vibe with. Some of you guys are going to be transformed by the new moon eclipse that's going to be happening in Capricorn later on in December, a month from now, or less than a month from now, or something like that. I can't remember when it is, but I'll go ahead and mention it here near the end of the video. But regardless, the beginning of your journey begins here at the Phoenix. And the Phoenix, since it is the first chakra connected to the Muladhara, I do feel like beginning a spiritual practice of whatever kind, walking in a spiritual manner, is going to allow you to be able to see the energy of this that's trying to flood into your life right now. It's going to allow you to see that energy that's going to allow you to transform your life and to see things in a more spiritual manner that allows you to be able to not just to transform your life, but also to transform everybody else's life as well. Now we're gonna go ahead and go and go and go and go and go. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with the Brian Froud fairies, and we're gonna see what kind of energy is encompassing this time frame. What the feelings are, what the emotions are behind this, why you're being asked to transform, and at the same time, we'll find out how your transformation will be taking place. And I do want to say that with the elk in the reverse, there's a necessary need to hmm, there's a necessary need to develop a soft and caring composure. The elk is about stability. The elk is about patience. It's about having persistence. The elk is a very very strong animal, so it's about building strength as well. I do feel like it's necessary for you guys to build strength, and you guys will be building strength as you guys go through this transformation, Virgo. So, for those of you who are feeling afraid of this transformation or of the energy behind this transformation, do not be afraid. This oh okay, that was way too many that popped out. But if it's necessary for some of those to pop out, they will. Okay, Laiste Moon's Laughter. Huh. I have not drawn this card before, so please pardon me having to go into the book. But with the number 38, threes being the numbers of creativity, threes being the number of bringing about some kind of creative energy or growth or expansion, and the eights being about uh, not just hard work, but like bringing a certain level of mastery, having to do a lot of work. With the three and the eight, it comes out to 11. So this is work on a spiritual level, work on the conscious level. This is about raising your consciousness. This is about raising your energy. And with Laiste, let me see, 38. Light cast into the shadows, spiritual guidance, illuminations, and this is about solving riddles. So when we run into this card in the upright, it talks about the random events and the random ideas that happen when you start to tap into this energy here. And I do feel like there's a lot of random events that have been going on in your lives right now that they're drawing you towards this transformation. A lot of you guys may have just seen them as coincidences, but uh, if you've already like paid attention to your life, I do feel that some of you Virgos have already paid attention. There's nothing that's ever a coincidence, right? There's nothing that's just there just to be there. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens uh, regardless of whether we want it to or not. It follows a certain pattern, a predetermined order. Of course, we have free will, and free will changes the 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 way that you travel through this path. But kind of like a project in a sense, the critical path is set by the universe, and this is the critical path that the soul follows. And as the soul follows this path, it starts to meet any one of the prerequisites that it needs in order to move on to the next round. Now, as it doesn't, if it doesn't get to fulfill it, it has to come back in the next life. Just a little bit of a different flavor, but sometimes it has the same lessons. That's why we feel that other people have the same lessons that maybe we learned, years back. Okay, so I do feel that some of you guys have to be honest with yourselves. Let's face it, at one point in time, we all have to be honest with ourselves. I do feel that some of you guys are being self-critical of yourselves, and in a way, you might think that this is a way that you guys are going to be honest with yourselves. But like I like to tell people, there's a necessary need to kind of stabilize your own self first, and really, the only way that you can stabilize yourself is by tapping into this spiritual energy. And once you're honest with yourself, then you allow this energy to kind of push things along. It's one of those things that's going to allow you to be able to be creative and to bring about that creative energy of the starfish. But at the same time, I do feel that this is what's going to allow you guys to be able to calm your nerves, because I do feel that some of that masculine energy is kind of like, ramping up, and you guys need to calm down a little bit. But at the same time, this is a necessary need to be honest with yourselves so that you guys can ramp that energy down and transform, and listen to the energy, to the frequency that the universe is trying to pass on to you, because there's a message in it. Now, I do feel that some of you guys don't feel like you're supported with the collection of pixies in the reverse. But I do feel that to whatever degree, a lot of you guys, the collection of pixies is, they're usually helpful pixies. They like to help get work done. They like to help you accomplish the tasks that you need to accomplish. However, when there's nothing for the pixies to do, they tend to get into trouble. They tend to get into mischief. And I do feel that for a lot of you Virgos, whenever you guys don't have anything to do, you guys tend to get into a lot of trouble. A lot of you guys tend to get yourselves into situations that you guys could have easily avoided. And with that being said, you guys, there's a necessary need to connect to source, because with the 4 and the 8, there's a necessary need for stability, right? You guys got a 4 right here with the poop. I mean, with the honesty card, and you guys also have the 4 and the 8 right there. You guys have the 3 and the 8, which is about, not just creativity, but this is a karmic creativity that wants to come in, that wants to come flying in, I should say. And of course, with the collection of pixies, the number 4 and the 8, this is a karmic stability that's trying to make its way through this transformation that wants to happen, or through this transformation that will happen for a lot of you guys. With 4 and 8, it comes out to 12. 12 is the number of Jupiter. Jupiter is in your fourth house right now, so there might be a lot of different things that are going on within the home. I do feel that these things are positive in nature, with both Jupiter and Venus in there. So some of you guys might be having some good luck within the home. Some of you guys might be having celebrations within the home. Uh, I say that because Venus likes to celebrate, likes to be lavish, likes to spend money. So some of you guys may have been spending money within your home environment. Uh, for some of you guys who have children who just recently had birthdays, you guys may have had a lot of money to be spent on that. So there's that. And that means that you guys have children with birthdays in Scorpio, which Scorpio children are pretty interesting enough, pretty calm, laid back, but ambitious. All right, so with Tobaira of the waters and coming right underneath the buffalo, I do feel like there's a necessary need for you guys to take a cold shower. You know, this will allow you to be able to calm down a little bit, but this will allow you to be able to kind of, meditate as you're taking a shower. Maybe go to a lake, go to a stream, and allow yourselves to be soaked into the water. Go ahead and meditate while you're in the water, because with Tobaira, the water, this is talking about healing. This is talking about um, healing the necessary uh, feelings that you might have, healing certain situations within your life. The three is talking about growth and expansion and creativity, but this is creativity and expansion that happens only when you sit down and assess whatever it is that needs to be assessed. The sevens are numbers of assessment. The sevens are number of discernment. The sevens are numbers of where really you have to think about what it is that you guys are going through right now. These spiritual practices that you guys may be thinking about doing it, or that you guys may be thinking about doing. These are things that that they're always going to be helpful, and they're always going to be things that are going to push you towards greater heights. And I do feel that just like Libra, some of you guys are not seeing the blessing in disguise that's going on right now, or do not see the blessing in disguise with being honest with yourselves. Um, I do feel that you guys, aside from illuminating the shadows, you guys are going to have some kind of spiritual uh, epiphany that's going to allow you to shine bright like the sun. You guys are going to be reaching some kind of stability, right? And this is, oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, this is very interesting, guys. So, just drawing these four cards right here at the bottom of the deck in order. It was soulless, so this is for your happiness. This is what's going to allow you to open up your heart chakra, right? And this is what's going to allow you to transform. But I do feel that before you can open up your heart chakra and feel this happiness, you guys have to engage in some type of spiritual practice that allows you to to transform, to open up your kundalini, right? To allow that energy to flow through you. Once you do that, you'll have the ability to activate not just the stability in your life, but activate that passion that you guys are looking for. That passion that I found with the eagle popping out, right? And that's what's going to allow you guys to share love within your lives. And sharing that love is going to allow you guys to find that creativity, but also to balance yourself out in your spiritual practice. At the same time, once you actually have that ability to create that connection, because this is what the universe wants you to do. It wants you to create that connection with it. And with the six, this is allowing you to create that connection for commitment. This is allowing you to create that connection so that you can find compassion in your lives. But at the same time, this connection is helping you so that you guys can see the blessing in disguise that's happening in your lives right now. And this connection is actually going to allow you to be honest with yourselves, but also to heal yourselves. At the same time, once you actually find that connection, you have that unlimited power of the universe. The raw is like it's like that pure Hadouken from Ryu, or you can actually call this the Kamehameha if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z. And this also comes out to seven with the five and the two. The five being changes that are going on right now. The two being needing to make the decision to change, right? And at the same time, once you actually gain this energy, you'll actually have the ability to be the uh, the master maker within your reality, within your family, within wherever it is that you are. This energy of the two comes out to a four, which actually brings stability in your life. And once you have that stability in your life, which is what everything right here is talking about, um, you'll have that ability to create those things that you want in your life, and allows you to be able to move forward with passion, with creativity, being fully honest with yourself, but also with the ability to be honest with everybody else in your life. Now, I do feel that some of you guys are honest with other people in your life. So, for those of you who are already in that honest state, you know, there's no necessary need for you guys to be honest with anything, or to be honest with yourself with anything. I mean, even then, for those of you who have already done the work, there might be certain things that you might need to be honest with yourself with, because it's always a constant cycle. But so long as you see the spiritual and the practical, and you react in a practical manner with the spiritual, you guys will be able to balance this energy out, and you guys will reach that stability of the elk. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the rider weight now. I am at 30 minutes. I am starting to uh, go longer than what I've been wanting to, and that's not bueno. So let's see what we can do here, and let's speed this up so that we can see what comes out for you guys. I want to go ahead and go into your astrology here some more while I shuffle these cards. You guys got Mars going from your second house, so any relationship struggles that you guys may have had, which you may have felt was an attack on yourself, or on your self worth. You guys may start to realize that there really wasn't anything attacking you specifically. Anything that may have been said to you was in some way trying to build you. Um, you'll start to realize that soon enough. Mars going into Scorpio, there could be tendencies for violence, or I mean aggressive communication. So that might be something that you guys may want to watch out for. All of these things that you guys may have been holding on to, you guys may be needing to let go, but make sure that you let go in a calm and cool, collected manner. With your moon in 12th house, you guys might be feeling like you guys don't have status. You guys might not be feeling like you have the courage to do so. And not having the courage to do so, or feeling like you don't have the courage to do so, might cause you to say it, blurting it out. But I do feel that with Mercury, you guys have been thinking about this. You guys might not say anything until after November, and that's when the Sun goes into Sagittarius. So you guys might have a more playful, fun way of saying it. You guys will have, you guys have had Jupiter and Venus going through your fourth house for a while now. So you guys have been spending money on the home, maybe even like having a lot of fun in the home, a lot of love in the home, and this could have been playing out as a happy and angry type of thing. There might have been some quarrels and stuff like that, but for the most part, you guys have been trying to share the love. And as it moves on into fifth house, you guys are going to be using that love, and that expansive love, and that expansive passion that you guys have to build upon things. Uh, with Pluto and Saturn in your fifth house, I do feel like you guys have been having a lot of things removed from your lives that maybe you may have found fun, but Saturn has been restricting you guys from having fun, anyways. So this is to help build you guys up. This is to help build your future up. This is to help build your families up, etc. And some of you guys may have been having certain dreams uh, about family. I mean, about family, yeah, and certain things have been foggy in your lives about family, but I do feel like you guys are going to be receiving this insight, and it's gonna reveal a lot of things. Yeah, some of you guys may have been having a sharp tongue, like I said, or you guys may be having a sharp tongue here soon enough. I just say watch out. you guys are going to be illuminated a lot on what it is that you say. You guys are going to be illuminated a lot on what it is uh, that you shouldn't say. A lot of you guys, I do feel, are just trying to connect to people on an intellectual level, and to whatever degree the necessary need to be honest with yourself is necessary for the ending of a cycle. Now, along with the ending of this cycle, this is you guys have been going through a cycle that has been teaching you a lot about yourselves. You guys have been going through a cycle a long cycle where you guys have been shallow, where you guys haven't really been paying attention to the spiritual matters at hand. And with the starfish in the reverse, this is paying attention to the more deeper aspects of everything, like I was mentioning earlier. So you guys are moving into a more spiritual type of setting, and you guys may have already been experiencing this type of spiritual upgrade within your relationships. You guys may have been connecting more with spiritual type people, with Neptune and Pisces in your seventh house. But a lot of these things that are going on, they're meant to kind of these transformations that are going to happen in your life. They're meant to expand your mind. They're meant to expand your consciousness. They're meant to show you a lot of the different things. They're meant to show you that deep passion that you guys have within you. And uh, when you're shown this deep passion, you have the ability to come to a lot of epiphanies and things like that. I feel that's what's going to happen for you guys. A lot of epiphanies, because a lot of things have been imbalanced. There hasn't been an equal give and take. This could be on your side too, that you haven't been giving as much as you should, or you've been taking more than what you should. And I do feel that for some of you guys, maybe that might be the dynamic where you guys have been taking a lot more from your relationships than what you guys have been giving. A lot of you guys may have been giving a lot more into your relationships than what you've been receiving. And this transformation here is supposed to help you so that you guys can see the love and the beauty within your relationships, more specifically within the home and family. Oh, so some of you guys might be dealing with the Capricorn. Um, and some of you guys might be having a Capricorn trying to show you uh, like how to heal, or like what to do to heal. Or maybe you guys have been having a Capricorn trying to show you how to get rid of certain things that shouldn't be in your life anymore. I do feel that with the devil coming out, that some of you guys may have been stuck in certain addictions, may have been stuck to certain people that are toxic. I do feel that whatever the case is, that there's a necessary need to heal from it. And by engaging in these spiritual practices, you guys are going to be letting go of these addictions that you guys may have. But I do feel that maybe there's a Capricorn that's trying to show you a more spiritual lifestyle. And there's where that blessing in disguise is. That's where that transformation happens. And wow, that's actually pretty goosebumps. So yeah, some of you guys may be having a Capricorn that's trying to show you how to transform, and this Capricorn is going to show you how. Look at that, you guys came out in the reverse. So there's a definite need to enter into hermit mode to see the blessing in disguise. But this Capricorn, in some way, I believe, is going to show you the blessing in disguise. Yeah. Wow. Wow. So you guys got the lovers in the at the bottom of the deck here, and you guys also have. Wow. Look at this. Wow. So you guys have the Ace of Cups. I do feel that this is the new beginning in love. And you guys have there's the Three of Wands. To whatever degree you guys have been putting a lot of work in, you guys have sailed your ships out there. You guys have been waiting to see what comes back, and what comes back is usually in the Four of Wands, which allows for celebration, right? Success. So I do feel like this is the moment before success, right? But this is success in love, and this is success in relationships. So I do feel that with this dynamic here, that the Capricorn's trying to show you how to heal, because this is the beginning of new love coming in. This is the beginning of a download, right? This is a spiritual download right here with the dove. I like I said, you guys are going to be receiving an epiphany of some sort. This epiphany can come from whatever information that this Capricorn shares with you. However, I do feel that all of this information here, uh, it's meant it's meant to open you up. It's meant to give you the end of a certain cycle that you no longer need to be in. It's a cycle that's just causing you pain so far. It's a cycle that's causing your energy to be imbalanced, and it's a cycle that no longer needs to be present. And so when you enter into your own hermit mode, right? This is what's going to allow you to be able to see that blessing in disguise. And I do believe that this Capricorn, this soulmate relationship that you're in, which you feel may not have been balanced, is finally going to balance itself out. But first, it takes your transformation, it takes your Kundalini activation in order for you guys to see the light, in order for you guys to, you know, end this cycle. I do believe that the ending of this cycle is going to illuminate how you've been saying things, the viciousness in your words, the malice in your words. Ooh, malice seems to be one of those things. It causes uh, internet, some kind of like weird feeling right here on the top of my head. I do feel that this energy is going to help you guys to transform uh, this energy here. It's finally things are finally going to be balanced, and the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning. This is a new emotional beginning, and I do feel that you guys are going to be reaching a new emotional beginning within your soulmate relationship. For those of you guys who are not in a relationship, for those of you Virgos, you guys may be entering into a relationship with the Capricorn, uh, because both the Capricorn card and your card show up right next to each other. One is causing you to heal. The other one is showing you, this is showing you within yourself that blessing in disguise. So this is going to help you to balance out that energy. And for those of you who are single, this is new love. This is definitely new love that I feel. For those of you in a relationship, this is the beginning of a new emotional start that begins first with the download, and then with the transformation, being honest with yourself, finding that healing, ending this cycle, finding that blessing in disguise, and then boom, your new beginning. So, with that being said, I want to go ahead and go into your chart real quick. You guys have Uranus. Let me see. Uh, seventh, eighth, ninth. You guys have Uranus in your ninth house, in Taurus. So, to whatever degree, you guys are trying to find this individualistic way of trying to create uh, cash, trying to create cash flow. Some of you guys might be thinking of different ways that you guys can dream of making a lot of money. Some of you guys are dreaming of ways that you can follow the money. This energy right here is actually 30, 60, 90, 120. It's actually trying your sign. So there might be easy ways for you guys to get hired. There might be easy ways for you guys to find ways to make money. And with Uranus in the ninth house, some of you guys might be moving into like higher education. Some of you guys might be traveling or going far away. This is going to help you to find yourself. This is going to help you to find that unique something in yourself, that unique spark that's going to allow you to be inventive. Maybe you guys might be inventing something in a faraway land, and this is what's going to help you guys to grow. But for the most part, I do feel like you guys are going to be receiving a lot of care, a lot of love from a lot of people around you. You guys are going to be receiving some kind of insight with the moon in 12th house. And this is going to be some kind of no, I see this as you guys needing to give care to the people that you guys meet in your vicinity, because there could be certain opportunities for advancement with the North Node in your 11th house. This is where your soul is pulling you right now. It's pulling you to be social, but this energy is the energy of the North Node in the 11th house. It's opposite of the energy in Pluto, so you guys might have some trouble trying to bring these two energies together. Like I said, some of you guys might be spending a lot of time alone. Some of you guys might be spending a lot of time with family. But there is that necessary need to show care, to show love, to show compassion to everybody else that's in your vicinity. You know, even if they don't show you care, kill them with kindness. So hopefully you guys found this very informative. Sorry about going on for a very, very long time. Now that I'm feeling better, you know, I could speak a little bit more. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm feeling a lot of energy right now. So, so with that being said, if this resonated with you guys, please hit that like button. You know, that thumbs up button that looks kind of like this. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you guys are notified of these videos that come out. Uh, I will go ahead and look up this. Let me see. Going ahead and go into December. Okay, so there's a full moon on the 12th. Okay, so then it's on December 26th. So it's about a month away, guys. And so, with that being said, I hope you guys find this information helpful. I hope that everybody can take away something from this. For those of you who found no useful information from this, go ahead and check your rising sign. Go ahead and check your moon sign. That should share information about what's going on in your lives. If the video is not up, just be aware that the video will be up by tonight. And I hope that you guys can draw the information that you need. With that being said, I will go ahead and leave you guys. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope that you guys can find that peace within yourselves. I hope you guys can go through this transformation and start walking that spiritual life. So, with that, you guys have a good night. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.